Hi, this is Sara Abrons, Executive Editor at Rave Publications, and I'm here on day 2 of ISE 2019 in Amsterdam, and I'm here at offsite at the Amstel Boathouse, where Smart Technologies has a VIP setup to show off all their latest products. And I'm here today with Jeff Lowe, who is Chief Marketing Officer at Smart Technologies. How are you today, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Sarah. It's a fantastic venue here at the Amstel Boathouse.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
We've got all sorts of different rooms showcasing what's new from Smart, and we've had a steady stream of customers. I think we have 124 different tours coming in a couple of days, so it's been incredibly busy, but very exciting for us.
Okay, well, why don't we start out by you giving me a quick overview of what you have here in your VIP room?
Sure. Just very quickly, there's four things in particular I think that we're really focusing on this year. Right behind me is our new TeamWorks software on the SmartBoard 7000 series. And this is just launched a couple of months ago, but we're actually showing some of the newest features for the first time here at ISE. And basically what this is a collaboration and communication system that is ubiquitous for any UCC platform that companies might use. So of the many features, the one that I kind of like the best, I think is most powerful, is imagine anybody in your user base being able to come into a Skype meeting, for example, at 9 o'clock, but then a Google meeting at 10 o'clock, a Zoom meeting at 11 o'clock. That's part of what this system does, is it makes it
Kind
agnostic.
of cross-platform.
Cross-platform, irrespective of the UCC choices you're making. This is a solution that's just walk up and use, get your meeting started, incredible whiteboarding features and so forth. So that's one of the things we're showing that I would say is probably been the most popular in terms of the crowd so far.
Okay.
But let me take you over and show you a couple of other things.
All right.
So as we walk over here to where my friend Florin is standing, this here is remote monitoring. So this is for the IT administrator that says, I've got a number of different smart boards deployed throughout my jurisdiction, throughout my physical place, my city, my state, my province, and this is a way to say, what is the status of where are they located? Are they locked? Can I power up, power down, reboot, so I don't have to get in my truck and drive over and make a visit? So this is something from an IT administration perspective has been extremely well received that we're really excited about. As they move over here, so this is Raheem, this is a STEM or STEAM coding kit with our partner Sam Labs. And really what this is doing is it's teaching programming skills to students using manipulatives and a combination of software and actual pieces that allows you to discover the basics of computer programming that gives you instant feedback by way of machines on wheels that run across the floor when you program it correctly. So it's a great way for students to learn about programming while they're also using a very dynamic interactive experience. And then last but not least is we've had a lot of great success with our education software. We just surpassed 1 million paid users of our software worldwide. And what we're showing here is some of the latest and key features of our education software. So one of them is what we call turning static into interactive. So I think most people will recognize that a lot of teachers, they love to present in their PDFs and their PowerPoint presentations. What we do at Smart is say, how can we make that interactive and fun? And so one of the things that our software does is say, whatever the content is, so here we have some content on famous London, England landmarks, is you can take those and make them into an interactive game, put them out on the student devices, have them manipulate that content in under 5 minutes. So that's one of the key demos that we're showing here. Another one is pacing. So one of the big trends in education is student-paced learning, students having control over their own pace they want to go at because everybody's in a little bit of a different pace. And so there's a way to toggle as a teacher between teacher and student. Students can go through wherever they want on this lesson plan. And if the teacher wants, he or she can pull them all back together using that feature. So getting really interesting in terms of how a teacher delivers content, not just one-to-many in the classroom, but actually an individual experience for the students. So as brief as I could, those are the 4 key features that we're showcasing here at ISE.
Yeah, I can see you guys have really come a long way since Smart was first born. And as everyone watching this knows, you guys were one of the first companies to get into an interactive whiteboard type application, particularly in the education market. And you were kind of alone at that time. That is not quite the case now when the market is quite crowded. There's a lot of software solutions, a lot of hardware solutions, a lot of display players we know well who have gotten into this. So what is Smart Technology doing to continue to stand out beyond what you've just shown us here today, and how can integrator partners, benefit from that?
Yeah, that's a great question because it's, we've been in business for 30 years now, and as the company that invented the interactive whiteboard, there was a day when there was very little in terms of competition, and now all you have to do is walk the floor at ISE to see the probably hundreds of different competitors in the interactive board space. But over our history now, we're in 3 million classrooms worldwide. We have over 60 million students and teachers using our technology. We've had great gains in the corporate space through things like the 7000 series and Teamworks. But what we're really focused on, to answer your question, is to really focus on the customer usage and really what is the user trying to accomplish versus really trying to lead with technology. And I think that's what our focus is at Smart, is whether it's in education and focusing on the teaching and learning first and then bringing in the appropriate technology second, or in the corporate space, focusing on how do we make it just super simple for any knowledge worker to come in and have a productive meeting, regardless of all the complex technology that might be in a meeting room. Start there. Technology is an enabler versus building technology for technology's sake. I think that's really core to what kind of keeps Smart different in the marketplace.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Jeff, for the time here today.
Okay.
I really appreciate you giving me an overview of everything you guys are doing.
Thanks for coming to visit.
If you are still at ISE in Amsterdam, then you should go out front and take a ride out to the boathouse and see everything that Smart has here to offer. And if you're not, you can type Smart Technologies into the search box right above this video and find more in-depth demonstrations and overviews of all the products that Jeff talked about here today. Thanks very much, and find out more at www.ravepubs.com/ISE 2019.